how do you go from this to this? There are several steps involved, a lot of details, but it's all worth it in the end. I'm going to take you through the process of building a new house, start to finish. Welcome back to our series where we're taking you through the process of building a home start to finish. In the last episode, we talked about drywall, texturing the walls, and all of the trim work details that go into a new home. This week, we're talking about cabinet install and paint colors, so very exciting stuff. We're now at cabinet install, however, our cabinets were delayed by several weeks, so this can be very stressful because it can delay the entire project. There's a specific order that trades or teams are coming in to do work, and when one trade is late, it prevents the next trade from getting in to do what they need to install. So we were delayed by a few weeks, wasn't the best, but cabinets are finally here and they're finally going in. So it's very exciting because the millwork is such a huge component to the house. So it's the next major exciting install that happens during a new build. This install usually takes a few days. It just varies on the number of pieces that have to get installed. So they've got to set all of the pieces in place, and then they've got to make sure that everything is straight and level. Paint. But once the cabinets get installed, the painting crew comes back into the house and they will get started with painting all of the cabinets and millwork, and then they'll move on to the walls. We chose white for the main wall color in this project, and we went with white because it's fresh, it's timeless, and it'll create a really good backdrop for all of the other finishes and colors that are going into this house. So for this project, the paint color we selected was Benjamin Moore Chantilly Lace. It's a very crisp white that's gonna make the house feel very bright, and the other finishes coming in are highly saturated and are gonna really pop against this color. The general color palette for this house is black and white with gray and some other accent colors. So we know we want high contrast in the kitchen. With white walls, we're gonna go with black cabinets. Then we've got some millwork, a bookcase, and a media console in the living room that we also need to paint. So we've decided, since this is all in kind of open area, that we're gonna keep the paint color consistent and paint those black as well. So for the utility room and the little mudroom niche, we are gonna paint those white to keep them very neutral. They'll be the same white color as the walls, they'll just be in a different sheen. We've selected this beautiful gray grass cloth wallpaper for the office. This wallpaper is going to be applied to all of the walls, and for the millwork that's in there, I want the paint color to blend into the wallpaper. So this way we're not breaking up that gray color. And this way, when you look into the room, it's fully saturated in gray. For this floor to ceiling paneled focal wall that we have, we know that we want to paint it a dark, dramatic color. We've narrowed down our choices to 2 grays, and we're gonna have the painter paint samples of each color so that we can make the final selection. Once we were able to look at both samples on the wall, we decided to go with the darker, more dramatic option. The painter is going to prime the walls, and then he will apply this really dark charcoal gray paint, and it's going to be very dramatic, and again, just provide a lot of contrast for all of the white that we have going on within this house. Upstairs in the master bathroom, we know that we're going to use a pattern tile floor, so we want to keep the vanity very neutral, very simple. So again, we're going to carry the white onto this vanity. Same color as the walls, again, a different sheen. The remaining millwork that's going into the house are the vanity for the secondary bathroom upstairs, as well as a lower bookcase that sits outside of the master bedroom. For both of these, we are going to paint them in a very light gray to tie to other areas of the house. Thanks so much for watching this episode. In the next episode in this series, we will be talking about tile install, which is my favorite part of the project. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram for more videos.